My name's Nathaniel Hickman. I am a part-time casual mobile critical care nurse out of Base 6 in Buchanan.
I'm Amanda Zima. I'm a full-time flight nurse at HealthNet Base 10 in Moundsville, West Virginia.
My name's Todd Fleming. I'm a regular part-time flight nurse at Base 5 in Beckley, West Virginia. I have been with HealthNet on a part-time basis for right at 14 years now. My responsibilities are, of course, safety first and foremost. That's the big responsibility that we all come into every day before work.
There's a lot of responsibility that I feel like comes with being a part of HealthNet because we all kind of have other jobs as well. Some of us are educators, some of us work in the hospital, but no matter where we are, whether we're wearing scrubs, working on a floor unit, or we're wearing the flight suit, we're always representing HealthNet.
I like to think that we are one of the premier top providers of critical care transport in the industry. I've kind of seen HealthNet grow from a company where there's 4 or 5 helicopters into 8 and 9 helicopters. I've seen multiple bases developed in that need for critical care transport. A lot of changes in 14 years. For the development of the education department, the simulation aircraft at corporate, the addition of blood products have been more than impactful on all of our transports that require blood products. With the addition of video laryngoscopy and also ultrasound to every aircraft, I think these additions over the last 5 or 6 years have been more than impactful for patient care for all of our patients that we fly.
I think that an obligation and a requirement for myself and clinicians is being decisive when seconds count. Being able to critically think and also being humbled by the fact that we are meeting these patients for the first time on, quite frankly, some of the worst days of their lives.
We want the people of West Virginia to know that when we show up, they can trust us with their mother, brother, father, son or daughter. And so we have to bring the same level and standard of care every time we show up.
We come with very high expectations. And I think that's why we perform so well under that pressure. It's very high-paced, it's very active, and I think our training, again, and our education backs us up on that because we really don't know what we're prepared for when we come into work that day.
We have a lot of good rapport with local EMS agencies, and I truly believe that when they are informed that a HealthNet asset is coming, that they are generally elated and confident with their patient being transferred into our care.
The big thing that we have to remember is we're still taking care of people. We're still taking care of families. We're still taking care of these smaller communities that need our assets, that don't have the capabilities to take care of these critical patients.
Whenever we hear about patients that we've impacted positively, it really drives home the expectations that are set by HealthNet. HealthNet's the best in the region. They have an enormous amount of support with the 3 owner-operator hospitals. They have an efficient system set up on the ground side and on the air side. They have a robust training staff. And you know that you're getting the best training and orientation, you're getting the best pilots, you're getting trained by the best crew members.
When I was getting into this field, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a flight nurse. However, as years progressed with me, I realized that I not only wanted to be a flight nurse, but I wanted to work for HealthNet as a company.
I had been familiar with several people who had worked at HealthNet from my hometown or hometown hospital that I had worked at that really spoke highly of HealthNet. And from early years as a nurse, I knew that's where I wanted to go. Teamwork is very evident here at HealthNet. No matter what base you go to, I think most of us have traveled to at least more than one base, and there is always a strong foundation of teamwork.
There's an open line of communication basically in all directions. It's very efficient, and the teams do a very good job at it.
Everybody here has a voice, and that voice is heard. We are family. We stay in these quarters together. We cook, prepare, and eat meals together, sometimes outside of work because it's healthy to outside of the workplace, spend time together.
That just relates back to the ultimate culture with us. It's just not safety culture, it's a family culture. It's a home away from home for most of us, sometimes 2 days a week, and that can be a lot stressful on our families when we're gone and we have kids and spouses.
The level of camaraderie is as high as anything I experienced when I was living with guys in the Marines every day.
Coming from a small community and a smaller facility where I've worked at for 20 plus years, the impacts were profound. We know that when we have that critical patient that we need to get, whether it be to Charleston, to Huntington, or to Morgantown, that they have the capabilities to get that patient from point A to point B. They're going to take care of my patient safely, effectively, and quickly, and get them transported to that tertiary care facility. And it's crucial to these small hospitals.
The relief on some of the staff members' faces. There might be 2 nurses in the entire emergency department, and they have this sick patient and 5 others that need care for, and we can take that stressor away from them and provide excellent care.
The Flight Academy puts in countless hours with our new hires, multiple hours of education in-house and of course on your own, just to prepare you for that first flight.
Healthcare is ever changing and evolving. Therefore, I am always a student.
Continuing education is a big part of enhancing our reputation. We all try to stay up to date on new studies and practices so that we can provide the best care for our patients. We all kind of have a process that we go through in our minds as we drive away from our houses and towards the base.
That could be something as simple as looking at our schedules, right? We all have them on our mobile devices, and looking at the schedule, and I work with this partner and this pilot, and no matter what happens, it's going to be a great day.
Once you get that transport, things just start clicking, whether it be with your mechanic, with your pilot. Everything relates back to safety first. Compassion is built in within the flight training programs, and it's just been instilled in us over the years, and it's honestly it's what we do.
The impact that HealthNet has on the Mountain State is profound. And whenever we show up to take care of a patient and to take that loved one somewhere they need to go, we're making a profound impact in that patient's life and their family as well.
It's just something that rural West Virginia, especially in the southern part, it can't live without.
This job really puts into perspective that not only are we going home, leaving the workplace, but that we absolutely left that shift knowing and feeling that we made a difference in somebody's life.
When I started with HealthNet, we were in the older airframes like the A-Stars, and we had a couple 135s that were in our fleet. And now with the purchase of, the 4 new 135s and then the other 145s, we have those capabilities to take family members with us.
A story that really just touches my heart in so many ways was the summer of 2024. Started the shift off first thing in the morning with a flight page for a local scene flight with an EMS company. Unfortunately, we were not able to fly to that scene location and assist EMS and ultimately the patient. The pilot that morning willingly said, "We can hop in my rental car, we'll start driving." And they said, "The ambulance is going to be driving north, you guys drive south. They will have their lights on, and when you see each other, just stop, pull over on the side of the road." And it sounded like something crazy from a movie, and that's absolutely what we did. To this day, she is alive. I keep in touch with her, and she often tells me that I'm her angel on earth, and I love her dearly.
After 14 years with almost 1,000 flights, I've learned that honestly, all my flights are memorable. To me, it's an honor every day and a privilege to put the flight suit on